here is a new property that we're going to take a peek at. So I'm just finding the property right now. So let's see if we can zero down on the property. So it's this Ironton property. So right here, we're going to zero down on the complex. And you can see the complex pretty clearly right here. So we wanted to look at just this complex for now. If we need to go out and find other comps, we will. But for now, we're not going to. We do want to look at see what they have for everything for 90 days. And that gives us 2 results. So let's go 120, 3. We might have to go a little further back, 170. All right, so that's more important than going outside of the complex. We can get a better idea of value inside the complex, even if we have to go back in time. All right, so let's see what we come up with on this. All right. All right, so our property is this 120. Let's first classify it. So this one is, I mean, the kitchen's pretty nice. The flooring is pretty bad, right? Tile flooring. And it's got popcorn ceilings. I'd probably want to move this into a 2. Those windows, I can't quite tell on the windows. Yeah, we're probably going to replace that stuff in the bathroom. So if you're not quite sure, it's better on these condos just to move it into the next class up. So this one is, and that's pretty much true for the single families too. If you're not quite sure, you're borderline, then just move it into the next class up. Just roll it on up. All right, but you do want to be as exact as you can. But on this one, I think we're pretty safe on our 2. All right. So now that we've classified it as a 2, let's take a look at the results. This one should be pretty easy. 700, 700, 800. That's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So that's tougher to use, that one, right? Tougher to use. Let's see if that's fixed up. Was not. Okay. 155. Okay. Let's take a closer look at this. This one it's kind of tough. We can't really use this 180. It's not even fixed up anyways. That's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Makes a big difference when you get in a condo. So we're sticking to these 1-1s. We don't have a lot of data to work off of. And I really don't want to move outside of the complex, but I think we're going to have to. So let's take a look at this complex over here and see what we come up with there. So it doesn't look like we have any data there either. Let's move it up. Just not a lot to go off of. Let me check this real fast. I am kind of at that 160 mark is where I'm at. So this one here is 155. And it's nice inside. It's not completely fixed up, but it's pretty nice, right? Clean. It's not a brand new fresh remodel by any means. Carpet's, a little older, you can tell. But so that's at 155. This 160 that's pending. So now I'm moving into pendings just to see what we can work with. It has that modern look to it. It's pretty cool. But the kitchen is not updated by any means. So I'm kind of at that 160 mark. And then we got this active. Let's take a look at it. So that's at 174 right now. And that's pretty nice, right? So, and we know that that's not selling at 174. Well, they start at 184. So I think that 160 mark would probably work, or 155. If you put it around 150, 160 mark, that'd be ideal. I'd probably push it to 165. It'd be my take on it. But anyways, that is pricing out condos. So you don't always have a lot of data to work with. So you're trying to piece it together, but you want to make sure that you're in the complex, and you want to make sure you're looking at similar square footage condos or townhouses, and you want to make sure that you're looking at um, solds first. You can use under contract second, and then kind of confirm it with actives if you want. But you can move out the date on it. So instead of doing 90 days on your sold, you can move out to 120 to 140 if you need to find more comps. Just make sure you kind of discount a little bit on the older comps. And then if you need to move out of the complex and look in other areas because you just absolutely have nothing to work with, then that's the kind of your last resort. So anyways, that is pricing out condos. So we'll also do some townhouses.